The dangers of wildfires in our area, a point of controversy. Since last summer, Oregon lawmakers are trying to fix the wildfire risk assessment map.
Yeah, our Brandon Thompson digging deeper on this map. And what's the status of it, Brandon?
Well, so there is bipartisan support to fix this map. This is what was released and it was quickly taken back. It was intended to show the areas that have greater risk than others when it comes to wildfire. But lawmakers quickly heard from their constituents that what the map shows did not match the reality on the ground. Shortly after the wildfire risk map was released last summer,
we went out and looked at 5 different tracts that were listed as extreme. They were irrigated meadows.
Both Republican Senator Lynn Finley and Democratic Senator Jeff Golden heard from constituents concerned about property people felt was unfairly classified.
When property owners had me walk their land last summer, dozens of them, I couldn't tell them why they were receiving letters saying they were higher in extreme risk.
The letters, more than the map, alerted people. Some had spent thousands on fire mitigation on their properties, others in areas that were far from the famed wildland-urban interface where structures and homes are more at risk from wildfire. The problem was clear to both senators.
They never ground checked one parcel.
The agencies told us, well, you know, we had to meet the deadline that was in the bill and we just didn't have time. That was a little hard to hear because nobody said that to us.
Senator Finley is co-sponsoring a bill to remove the requirement that the Oregon Department of Forestry take part in issuing the map, giving more power to local authorities.
We do need to do a map. We do need to involve local folks, including the landowner, the fire district, the county planners.
Golden has introduced a bill to bring neighborhoods together to reduce wildfire risk rather than doing it on their own.
We have to undertake a program that's going to cost money, that is going to be inconvenient and not wonderful for everybody. And I think anybody says, I'm going to make sure I'm going to protect this state and you're not going to be regulated or required to do a damn thing, is fooling people, is treating people like children instead of adults.
Golden has signed on to another bill that would prohibit insurers from using a wildfire risk map and setting rates. California lawmakers also trying to do that, but Golden admits prohibiting insurers from doing that is untested ground.
Gosh, and there's so much that you uncovered here. This is a report that really is about watching out for you and our viewers. All right, Brandon, thank you.